I'm sure we're all aware of what bad 3D models look like with the amount of videos that have been made on them recently. It's like a competition to see how little value a YouTube video can add to the world, and I think I'm winning. Basically, the more unnecessary faces a model has, the blacker it gets, and the blacker it gets, the worse it is. Wait, no! Professional video games require very refined, high-quality 3D models, so naturally, a common assumption is that only complete idiots would find a way to get McDonald's quality 3D models into the final draft of a video game, but EA proved us all wrong when they left a 5 million polygon concrete wall slapped in the center of Crysis 2 like a participation trophy on your living room mantle. Might I remind you that game had a $20 million development budget. After finding out about EA's complete disaster, EA's normal behavior, I decided to try and find more affirmative action 3D models that actually made it into popular video games. And the results I found could easily incite violence into a crowd of Victorian children. I can barely call most of my findings 3D models. A more accurate term is the average Coldplay album cover. I'm gonna turn this video into one of those oversaturated iceberg tier lists because those always get stupid amounts of views. I'll start off nice and simple, and then by the end we'll get to 3D models so bad, the only way I can think of developers consciously making them is if they had snorted 10 times the recommended dosage of horse tranquilizer while watching free Clash Royale gem videos for 10 hours straight the night before. As I said though, we're starting off nice and tame with a model less surprising than the ability of Hollywood producers to consistently dodge pedophilia allegations. The toothbrush from Yandere Simulator. I'm sure most of you have seen videos on this one before, I even made one myself. It was just this random background model in the game Yandere Simulator that, for whatever reason, had over 5,000 faces. And if you look closely, its trashy appearance actually closely resembles the average Jack Doherty video. Most people assume the developer downloaded it from an external website and then completely cooked it by trying to reduce its polygon count with automatic operations. But feast your eyes on it and enjoy it because we're only going down from here. The next model is this horse from the most popular Roblox game on the planet right now, Dead Rails. I almost threw up when I first saw it. It's quite literally a bunch of Roblox Studios fears mashed and pulverized together like a topology smoothie. Here's what ChatGPT said. It's a four-legged midlife crisis that looks like someone described a horse over a walkie-talkie through a hurricane. Its legs look like wet pretzel sticks, struggling to remember how physics work, and its body looks like an overinflated Walmart bouncy castle. Please don't kill yourself. I value all life, but I think the glue sticks this horse will be turned into will bring more value to the world than anything the horse could do while alive. Alright, I'm gonna stop roasting the horse and keep making my YouTube video. But if you want to get smarter and come up with cool roasts like those, you should check out Brilliant.org. This really cool website where you can learn about interesting things like programming, data analysis, AI, math, and science. What makes Brilliant so good is you don't have to commit to a particular skill you want to learn, it's just aimed to make you smarter with thousands of interactive lessons. One of the biggest problems with school these days is that it focuses on memorizing useless facts that you'll forget in like 2 weeks. Thank you, Mr. Rockefeller. Brilliant fixes that problem though because they're entirely focused on learning by actually doing things and solving problems. They've also proven to be 6 times more effective than just watching lectures. You can learn things like coding, problem solving, critical thinking, just really cool things that can help you out for the rest of your life and make all the hot girls fall in love with you. Personally, I've been loving the courses on logic because they just make you better at thinking. Go to brilliant.org/clonemace to get a free 30-day trial and 20% off your annual subscription. Once again, thank you Brilliant for sponsoring the video, and now back to my shenanigans. Next up, we have this fur coat from Final Fantasy Origins. It's rumored to cut your frame rate in half just by being on screen. While not too much on the development of this game is actually known, what we do know is Final Fantasy had a lot of models like this, with really high poly counts that just torture your GPU. I mean, some of these character models literally have millions of faces and textures that like 5x their face count. Before downloading the game, I recommend blowing up your PC so that it doesn't have to endure the hell of trying to process the 3D models in this game. Kind of like the toothbrush from earlier, the fur coat is especially bad because it's only on screen for a tiny fraction of the game. While its topology is still bad, it's surprisingly better than most models in the game. It's just totally insignificant and unworthy of that level of detail. While there are numerous reasons for Final Fantasy's cruddy reviews, I like to think they were all because of the topology of the fur coat model. And if we zoom in really close to the fur coat, we can see it actually resembles a Jack Doherty video. Finally, at the bottom of the iceberg, we have topology. So bad and overly detailed, the models actually more closely resemble the light inside of the Ark of the Covenant than actual 3D models. I'm talking about the Garden of Banban 4. Every model in this game has like millions of polygons. It's completely stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if the developers got paid per subdivision they gave the models. After researching them some more, one guy's theory was that the developers sculpted the models and then just didn't red apologize them out of laziness. If you don't know what red apology is, it's a way of reducing the inevitably high poly count on sculpted models by manually tracing over them with a mesh with much better topology. It's an incredibly painful and time-consuming process that is often compared to watching a Jack Doherty video. So even though the character models in this game look like the second coming of a burnt turkey sandwich, I can understand why the developers didn't want to red apologize every single one of them. The game surprisingly still runs pretty well, so all the kids who work in coal mines for 14 hours a day and own $30 laptops can still play the game. But until I find something worse, the Garden of Banban 4 takes the top spot as having the worst topology of any game I have ever seen. Like, how does a model get worse than this? It's not even topology anymore. It's like it's evolved through natural selection into its own breed of polygons. Oh, well, that was my entire iceberg. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. I rely entirely on internet numbers for validation.